up, everyone? I am the Kaiju no Kami with...
Afraid for my life. I'm Cruellica Kain after post-surgery and somebody wants to slap me upside the face.
No. With...
Slightly vision-blurred Silver Quill. It was like, oh, dude, it's like your hand is right there in front of me.
Ooh.
Dude.
Anyway, we're here to talk about Ultraman Trigger, episode 9, which actually was a really good episode.
What was it called again?
The Wings of That Day. Anohi no Tsubasa.
But what day?
The day that one guy really needed a flight simulator.
Actually, I guess since it's still on the screen, I could have just clicked on that to see what the title was.
You are an idiot.
I'm like, oh yeah, we've got the flashing going on there on the PS4 right now.
That's why your hand's making me trip. I'm already high from this. Woo-hoo! You should see how many times we've seen the main hero's name flash up in kanji, which I can't read.
But anyway, I like this episode. But I can't speak now.
It was an interesting episode. Basically, the main premise of it is that it is Nepotism's 18th birthday. I guess for the sake of being kind, because it is a birthday episode, I'll call her Yuna. So we find out that Yuna really isn't actually like a pod person who was adopted by the director, but is actually his biological child.
Yeah, the director and Go On Yellow got together and had a kid.
Well, obviously the director would have been much younger, but...
Well, yes, 18 years ago he would have been younger.
Yes. Well, it's just he looks like a restraining order type character now, and Go On Yellow's actress is quite young, so I just wanted to mention, don't picture the two of them at their current ages together.
But...
Wait, listen. I can hear people picturing it right now.
Oh, God.
But we finally got our answer about it, whether it takes place in the Tiga universe or not. And it doesn't, but it makes sense why the director knew who Golza and Melba were, because he's from the Tiga universe.
So yes, they're in an alternate universe where the other lady who was from Tiga is not the lady from Tiga, apparently.
She's an alternate version of the lady from Tiga.
But do we know that for a fact?
Yeah, at this point it's pretty obvious.
You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, space and time aren't as impenetrable as we thought. All you need is a sword that's bored, or a slightly inconvenient wormhole, or a little turbulence.
Yeah, I feel like anytime I get on a plane now, I could immediately go into an alternate universe immediately.
Or...
as long as it's not the Langoliers universe.
You beat me to it.
Because I do not want those giant balls that erase time coming after me.
I just don't want Balky Bartakamus freaking out.
But yeah, don't you remember Rod Serling showed that all airplanes could travel through a time loop all the time?
Yeah, I kind of worry that the Ultraman universe is taking time as loosey-goosey as Doctor Who does.
Or loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey.
But then again, Ultraman's always done that.
Yeah, but Doctor Who's been around longer.
But here's the thing, for an Ultraman show, this really wasn't all that Ultraman.
No, it really wasn't. It was
Which is
very
kinda nice.
side character-y.
Well, I mean, I don't think Ultraman's chest even flashed.
But Jafar seemed very cagey this episode.
Well, I love though. Okay, when the commander's like, "All right, I'm gonna send you a text." Okay, cool. So now review everything. The text says review everything to them. I know I could have just told you that when I was standing right next to you,
Well,
but
I wondered about that. I was like, where in the Gen Z hell are they from where they stand next to each other and say, hey, I'm going to text you? The only time you do that is if you're going to talk shit about people.
Well, they kind of were. It was the real shit. I mean, they're really deep in the shit. Although, honestly, as someone who in college, everyone would direct message one another just to go to breakfast when they were literally next door.
Seriously?
Yes! They would do that, and I'd be like, why did you not just come down the hall and ask me?
Did you... But here's the question then, and this is the other concern I have. like, for your situation, for this alone, what if they decided they were only going to tell select people? Isn't that shady? Because, like, talk about the breakfast situation. Now I don't want to take up any deep, hidden memories of where people didn't message you or something.
Breakfast. Well, here's the thing. I actually think it made sense. You have a delicate matter. He wants to break it to Yuna personally. So rather than risking her hiding outside and overhearing, or someone calling Yuna back, he makes sure that the text reaches the commander after they've left the room. And in doing so, he ensures that he gets his one-on-one time with his actual biological daughter.
Which is surprising, because I didn't think that was going to happen.
But does mean this is nepotism. I will not let this go.
No, I do agree.
I do agree. And she gets a ring, and she doesn't even have to put it on, which means she's better than Captain Planet.
Check your text.
Actually, I have a watch.
We forgot to put the thing in front of the door so it doesn't close by the wind.
But I thought that was so awkward, because maybe I'm just such a bitch that I'm used to talking people behind their back in front of their face.
What?
Like, if I'm going to talk shit about people, I'm going to do it in front of their face. And I hate, okay, this is the other problem with texting and saying this, because then you're going to have a part of the group that's fucking excluded.
Well, if it helps, I'm excluded because I have no idea what Nosquer is.
The typo.
Nosquer? Nosquere. This is a private club of bad spelling. Thank you very much.
Okay, I can't laugh, so...
Oh, okay. Okay, but, you know, for the folks at audience and for Cruellica's health, Nosquer getting weird with this message that is pointless, but make it sound interesting after you finish the... Oh, yeah, this was very interesting. What the fuck did you just tell me?
Nothing at all. Utterly pointless, like most people who text next to each other.
Hang in there, Cruella.
Oh my god! Like, I can't laugh that much. Damn you!
Now I'm thinking of having Jack in the Box Shadow from Toku here with the two sumo wrestler dancing. Another Fox show, sumo dancing.
I could actually see that happening.
Masked sumo dancing.
Oh, sumo wrestling with the stars. I guarantee you people would tune into that.
Yeah, especially if the stars can get physically taken out.
Are you kidding? I expect them to be pummeled and
But
smothered.
anyway, so we've got Gargon, who's one of the newer Ultraman creatures, so at least it's a creature that hasn't been reused 100 times over like we have next week.
Let's see here. What do they call it? Chairman Yusuke, blah, blah, blah. Huh, okay, they don't mention the monster's name. They summarize everything else.
Did I still have this?
Yeah, they just call it a monster attack. But yeah, honestly, I thought that was a pretty cool monster.
Yeah, Gargorgon.
Except that turning things to stone is, well, an analogy for death. The cockatrice, depending on how you ask, its eyes, locking eyes with it will either kill you or turn you to stone. But really the same thing when you think about it. So, notice that this creature never once got to use its actual powers on a person. There was no threat of we have to finish this to free or restore a friend to life.
And I think that's because they did that at X.
Oh, well, I missed out again. That's why these recycled monsters don't feel recycled to me. But for such a cool design and an interesting power, it was kind of a bitch.
It was severely underpowered in this. Because the Gargorgon in X was a credible threat, because in fact it was a two-parter episode that ends with X getting stoned.
We're in Colorado when you say that.
Dude, what if we're all giants of light and the world around us is just that much bigger? Like if we go to another planet, man, what if we're the giants, dude? Dude, my head is huge.
Another Twilight Zone comment, because that did happen in the Twilight Zone.
Wow.
Anyway, but yes, I love the design of the Gargorgon, and it was cool seeing it again, but they didn't really do anything with it this time around, which was disappointing.
the other element that here's the funny thing. Well, the Gorgon, well, the Gorgon was
Goragon? Shogeki Goragon?
Well, Dancing to Gorgon, it was underpowered. The Guts Wing is actually much more powerful than the Guts Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I would understand if, like, it's a prototype. I get that. Prototypes can often have a higher energy output than people would want. But the theory then is that you'd want multiple Guts Falcons, like a Wolfpack approach. If this is 1-to-1, I would think you would want to keep that over that high energy output.
Well, I think what it is because that's the Guts Wings from Tiga. So I think what it is more they don't have the technology in that world to match the other.
I don't know. They made a whole flying space fortress.
Yeah, but they might not have the right equipment that's used to power the Guts Wing.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like retire the Guts Falcon and just keep the Guts Wing, and for the love of God, widen that launch tunnel. Its wings were sparking against the edges. One little updraft and you're screwed.
Oh my God, I'm thinking of Top Gun now. Well, they had an updraft in one of theirs.
Oh, okay.
When is Maverick coming out?
I don't know.
I don't know, but all I know is it needs to be soon so we can stop seeing the trailers for it.
But I was actually kind of surprised in this birthday episode that we didn't have Ignis come in.
Well, she's ready for him now.
Oh.
I mean, for nepotism's birthday present, all I could think of was that Canadian public safety.
Oh my God.
What is that? A rape whistle.
Well, okay, so what we're talking about, he didn't buy her a rape whistle for her birthday.
No, but that's what we were...
No, I understand. But what Akido, or Edgelord, bought nepotism was...
He made it, not bought it.
Well, whatever. He made a stun gun that was...
It's a taser.
Bedazzled.
That was bedazzled. I was like, I'm sorry. This is something I want to give to any drag queens I meet because it is like sparkling.
You know what? I totally get her response because I have done that so many times with presents from people like...
What, you bought him a taser?
Like, oh.
I never got taser.
This is what they got? That's not what I
Well,
wanted, but that's okay. That's fine. I'll just pretend I actually care and get rid of it in 2 years.
You never do! See, that's the difference. She actually pretended a hell of a lot better, and I know she's a paid actress, so it's kind of a requirement, but she pretended a whole hell of a lot better than you did.
Even when we get you what you want, you're like, oh.
I know!
It's hard to know if you're not disappointed.
I know!
No, I'm not. When I get what I want, I'm not disappointed. When I get something, I'm like, oh.
I'm sorry, there's only one person in our group whom I have known complete and utter joy in their announcement of receiving of a gift. And that was when our friend Chrysalis Bloodborne, I brought him a complete JoJo's first season.
And then he ran out of the apartment to go to the other apartment to show one of his other friends that lived in our same complex what he got.
And it came all the way back. It was brilliant.
It was brilliant, but I'm also somewhat saddened because now that's like 5 Christmases in one. I peaked, ladies and gentlemen. I peaked. I can never get that good again. I'd almost retire from gift giving at that point. In fact, you know what? For this Christmas, I think I will.
Okay, but we didn't have any edgelord this time around.
Well, we kind of had edgelord, just him being awkwardly edgelord.
Well, we did at the beginning when Kengo was like, why don't you do something for her birthday? And edgelord is like, she won't want me to.
That was weird wording in that subtitle sentence.
Well, I don't care if it was weird wording. His expression matched the verbiage.
I know, but I'm just saying that was a weird translation. It should have been wouldn't.
Now, I will say I like the fact that Yuna and Yuzare are actually 2 beings.
Yeah.
They're not one and the same because But that does make it a little confusing for all the prior episodes because they presented it as one and the same.
Well, they're two souls in one body, which is just a step up from two girls, one cup.
Oh my god. Please, in the comments, do not ask what that is.
What is two girls in a
I beg of you.
It's Scar.
No, don't explain it. We will explain it when we're not recording. We are not going to talk about this recording.
I hear words.
Good.
So let's go back to the rape whistle.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, that's all I was thinking of as she put
Okay.
on this taser.
So
But I will say, I'm a little concerned because when you have bedazzling material, they're metal. They're metal on the bottom with plastic on top.
Is it this or this?
It's actual metal. Metal, not heavy metal. Never,
do this. Come on, join us.
I can't!
Oh,
Physically, I can't.
freaking party pooper.
But anyways, I'm surprised she wasn't electrocuted when hitting the button because it's plastic and metal. And I understand plastic is not a perfect conductor, but there's enough metal that can get around it that it can hurt her.
Maybe those are super special bedazzles that turn out
There
to be...
is no such thing as super special bedazzling.
Okay, so I have to say, when we had our scene of Hydrum and Dagon, not Dagon,
Dargon.
D'Artagnan.
With watching go run.
I was actually expecting to see Dargon like put his hand on his cheek as he's talking, going.
Okay, I'm just saying, based on the previews for next time, she's going to need that super special bedazzled taser.
And she'd need that whistle.
Wow. Slash fiction away.
Well, maybe at least they're doing a moral message in this episode that women should always carry protection of some sort. And not the protection I think your dirty mind's thinking, but I mean like a taser, mace, things like that.
Otherwise you're hosed. She's in recovery, but I'm not. I'm giving her pain displacement.
Yeah, this is great. I'm recovering from surgery, and they're being assholes.
Don't be an assholes.
And we're kind of sweary this episode, so I apologize.
I know.
You know what? It makes it so that YouTube won't mistake this video as a children's video.
It's true. Though, we haven't really talked about, as the chairman is revisiting his wife's memory, I really thought he was saying something like, oh, she could really pull my trigger.
Oh,
you said that when
okay.
we were watching, too. Oh, my God.
Oh, okay. So, since you always are fixating monster eyes,
thank God you said monster eyes.
What did you think about the Gargorgon having the eye in the mouth?
Gargorgon. I thought it was pretty cool, although apparently it has some sort of membrane that covers it up. Probably because otherwise it couldn't have a conversation with other monsters. It'd be like turn everyone to stone right away. But I thought that was a really cool design. I thought that was a really cool monster overall. Especially like the lighting racing around its horns. And the strange membrane between its arms that was almost bat-like. It was an amalgam of snakes, bats, and, well, the mouth, it triggers reaction in us, sort of primal. As we're, you see a mouthful of teeth, you think predator. Or in this case, alien. With its dual mouth, the only recognizable thing in it.
Well, I'm just happy no one said, oh, it's a three-headed monster that has three heads.
Well, I was kind of interesting now that they're putting multicultural things into it. With, stuff in China, Africa, and
Egypt.
They said Africa and South America.
And then he said Egypt.
Oh, and then he said...
Because he said this tablet was found in Egypt that looks like the tablet that they have.
Which, I'm sorry, I hate to explain this to the audience, but in Egypt they have weird-ass tablets everywhere. It doesn't mean that it's from some ultra-ancient...
Still find that term so weird.
Ultra-ancient?
Yeah. It's like, we gotta go beyond ancient. We're ultra-ancients. But at the same time, I mean, it's part of the show. More I'm thinking, Honestly, I'm thinking of a Discworld reference with tablets. They're the only culture who beat themselves to death with their own suicide notes. Let that sink in.
I'm trying not to.
Sing. See, she's gonna need full recovery from us. We're gonna be banned for a week.
Well, at least they're taking care of me outside of this video where they're tormenting me.
We gotta have our own.
Just think, my mom's gonna be watching this, and the moment she's done watching it, she's gonna call you both and be like, "What the fuck did you just do to my daughter?"
Oh, but you're the one swearing.
Yeah!
His potty mouth.
You said enough swearing, and now you go and do it again.
I'm just saying, Mom is gonna get all offended because you were both supposed to take care of me. She charged you with this.
I am taking care of you. Okay, anyway. Let's focus on Trigger.
I can't help it if I'm killing you with laughter.
Okay, I have to say, though, that this does show one side, that even though we enjoyed the episode, these episodes are so empty of content.
That we're making our own content and our own storylines?
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, that's obvious when we spent a portion talking about women's safety.
And I don't even remember any truly outstanding camera work either during the fight scenes.
No, there really wasn't. Well, you did mention the 7 on.
Oh yeah, the 7 on because this is the first time I've seen the Metron turn around, and her hoodie has Metron 7 on it, but the 7 is the eye slugger from Ultra 7's head. So that I did not notice before. That was kind of cool.
Now, me personally, I'm still just picturing the Go-Go Gaigoro Gogan having a conversation with other monsters and just accidentally turning them to stone. This is why I never get invited to parties.
I could actually... So, there was this one comic I read that was about Olympus. It's actually on Webtoons. And it's funny because there's a Gorgon-like character that has to wear sunglasses all the time, so they don't turn everyone to stone during a random conversation.
Makes sense. Although if anyone needed a whistle / super special bedazzled taser, it's anyone near a Greek god.
Yes.
Or anyone near Loki.
There you go.
Anything near Loki.
Yeah, he just horsed around.
But, yeah, that's the one problem I have to say is that
sorry, Cruellica's mom.
We're 9-11 episodes in.
I like how you're like 9/11 because
the 2 clip shows. But yeah, we're all these episodes in and we still really don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm sure we do. A tablet is uncrumbling. I mean, that wasn't dirt covering that corner. It was literally not there.
I know. So I wondered about that. I was like, you can't do that. A tablet is supposed to be pieced together.
You can't do that in a series about giant men in rubber who fight monsters.
I watched a 2-hour movie about guys singing being in tights. So that doesn't matter.
We're men in tights.
What I'm saying though is, but the tablet reforming itself is where you draw the line.
Yes!
Look, we have multiverse hopping super cups, but the tablet reforming is where you draw the line.
Yes!
Kaiju, you have to respect the ultra ancient spoiler tags.
I dare you, going forward, anytime we do this episode, you make a tag saying ultra ancient. Going forward, for every time we talk about this show.
He's probably referring to me, but...
He? Oh, him. I was like...
Yes, whenever he moves that ultra ancient, he'll put it right before Silver Quill. So it'll be ultra ancient Silver Quill.
That's ultra ancient awesome. Should we ultra ancient end this review?
Yes, please.
Something's not old just because you put ultra in front of it.
No, it's better because you put ultra ancient in front of it.
Oh.
Bye, everyone.
Bye yet. But yeah, okay, so the episode was good. It's just, there's not much content to taltalk about. And in this series, we're 9 episodes in, 9 including the clip shows, And there's still nothing to really talk about, and it's driving me crazy because I want to be like, oh my god, this happened, we had this plot revelation, and this plot revelation, and this ultra ancient revelation with this ultra ancient character who is ultra ancient awesome with this ultra ancient crap.
Sorry, I put him towards you because he's getting a little antsy.
Yes, I feel the need for some ultra ancient tranquilizers here.
Do you want some medicine?
Ultra ancient, no.
Okay.
Kaiju, do you want an ultra ancient hug?
No,
It's
he
like-
can't come over to me because that's all he's going to do, so no.
Okay.
No.
So yes, good episode. Not a lot of content to really talk about, but it was cool to finally get some connections with the Tiga universe. So now we have some goddamn answers.
Maybe if I got you a taser that was bedazzled for your birthday.
That'd be ultra ancient awesome.
You get a charge out of that.
All right, everyone.
It'd be very shocking.
If you like this episode, I promise you we'll be a little bit more sane next time, hopefully.
I do not.
I'm
But
not promising it.
anyways, if you like what we've done, please click the like button, comment, click subscribe. You can always follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon at Kaiju no Kami, and our website is creativitybydesignllc.com. And if for some reason you want to follow me, you can follow me at creativitybydesignllc.com.
How do you like the click on like button?
I bet you can. I
Nope.
bet you can.
YouTube, you have to subscribe and click a bell icon to keep up to date. Why
Oh,
not?
yes, please. Click the bell icon
But-
to keep up to date on all of these videos, because we try to do it every week, because YouTube makes us.
They do.
Yes, because that's how,
So keep up with YouTube's ultra ancient algorithms.
yes. And then, for me, if you want to follow me for some odd reason, Cruellica Kain on Twitter, Kelly Kane on Facebook, and my YouTube channel, which I actually have to do videos because I have one weird video on my YouTube channel because of you, is Pop Culture Therapy. Otherwise, we have Silver Quill.
Whom you can find on YouTube. Just do a search for MLP Silver Quill or After the Fact. That's also my Twitter and DeviantArt handles. And speaking of subs, remind me next week to talk about Dargon's relationship.
Bye, everyone! Bye! Bye!
Don't stop waving till I'm ready to say bye.
Bye! Seriously?
Ultra ancient. Bye.
Oh my god.